Morning, everyone. Chief Instructor Brooks here. I'm here to give you a quick tutorial on being an expert witness. Within this one, I'm going to explain a couple roles and duties, how to keep your cool when under the so-called hot seat in the court, and then I'll discuss very shortly FIR models and whether I would recommend them or not being used in court. A couple roles and duties of being an expert witness are you're there to advise a judge on matters related to the case, whatever you're called for. In our case, this would be a FIR investigation. You're there to undertake assessment. So after reviewing all your information and facts to the case, it is your job to then relate to that field and give your expert opinion. That is another thing on being an expert witness. You are allowed an opinion because you are considered an expert in your field of study. So for us, that would be FIR investigation. You're also there to advise a judge. And from there, you're allowed to give critical and constructive comments. The next area I wanted to talk about real shortly was being able to keep your composure and cool in a courtroom. One thing that happens very frequently is counsel on the other side is going to question you, and at times they're going to try to mislead you, get you to mess up or not keep your composure, because it is their job to make sure that your expert testimony isn't considered testimony at this point, if you shall say. One thing I've done in the past, and I've seen other people in this field do, is allowing the examining attorney to just play back portions of your deposition testimony at trial hearing. Is just let them do their thing. You've already studied and you know exactly what you want to talk about. You know your field of study. Let them do their thing. And during that, they're going to try to intimidate you. Some examples of this would be they're going to start speaking louder, faster, and appear more angry. They may also tilt their body, lean over the table, stretch out their arms, so as they can occupy as much area in that courtroom as possible. I mean, and the whole point of this is to get you to step out of your bounds, your comfort zone, misrepresent information. I know a couple things I've done is, just keep calm, cool, collected. Just remember what you studied, your field, keep your composure, let them do their thing. Don't let them get in your head. That's the whole reason they're there. You're there as an expert, stay an expert. Another thing that was brought up to my attention is ways in which FIR modeling can be used in the courtroom. They're there to try and give a whole picture of the scene. It allows you to bring visual evidence into the courtroom that other people that aren't in our field of study may understand. But one thing I would recommend is that there are a lot of judges that are throwing out computer model evidence. You've seen a lot of it in wildland fire cases. So it's up to you to decide if you want to use them. One thing I want to quote before I end this is for computer models would be Fry versus United States Supreme Court. It came out that expert testimony based on scientific procedure is admissible in court, but only after a principle or procedure has gained general acceptance in its specified field. In our specified field, that would be FIR investigation. If you guys ever have any more questions on this topic of being an expert witness, feel free to come to me. I can put you in contact with other experts that are even more highly qualified than me. And that's a wrap, everybody.